I can't believe that I'm starting to get some type of motion with my clothing brand. Chris is dead. What do you mean? No, shit is starting to finally work in my favor. His dad. What are you gonna do next? I was thinking about bullying other brands and doing something that they can't ever do. And what's that, Chris? I'm still trying to think about it, but it has to be something that they can't even do. Chris goes upstairs and he's contemplating on his bed for hours. But what can I do that's just gonna shake my whole city up and put all eyes on me and my brand? Weeks go by and he's still trying to figure it out, but he's not forcing it like he's done other things in the past. But guess what happens? The day that he least expects it, the most genius idea comes into his mind. I'm gonna go pay to go get a billboard and put my logo on there and shut the whole city down. So back in 2016-17, that was a dope time. And the reason why it was such a dope time is because I started my brand in 2014, out the mud, no help, no running to LA, no running to New York, no being a little industry cool kid, none of that shit. Things were starting to finally work up for me, you feel me? As far as just getting out there, people are really starting to embrace my brand, and all of my hard work was like truly paying off, and that's how I felt at the time. So what made it super dope at that time was that I was finally becoming extremely profitable. I was actually starting to have liquid cash to where I'm taking care of myself, and on top of that, I was holding down the fort when it just came to like taking care of the monthly bills with the company, and I was still walking away with like a decent profit. Obviously, I went to reinvest it back into the brand, but then I started asking myself, like, what can I do that nobody else is kind of doing? Like, what is some type of guerrilla marketing that I can do that nobody else is doing at all? And not just on the whole scene at that time, but more so really like brands within my area, because I kind of had a buzz where I'm from, and all these kids that came up with me, like everybody knew me like coming up. Actually, I did have a buzz, fuck that. Everybody knows, the Lord knows where I'm from. If you from Portland, Oregon, and if you wearing this logo right here on any garment, I can almost guarantee you somebody's gonna say one of these three things. Oh, that's my cousin. Oh, that's my homeboy. Oh yeah, like I'm very aware of like what that brand is and what they about. At that time when my buzz was just starting to bubble up like crazy, I was like, damn, like what is it that I can do that could just like go crazy in my city? And then it dawned on me, I was just like, I'm driving down the K one time, and if you don't know what the K means, if you're not from Portland, basically Martin Luther King Boulevard, that's what we call like the K, and it's located in Northeast Portland, but that's where like all of my family and stuff is migrated at. So I'm driving down the K one time with my cousin, and I see this billboard right where we got arrested at when we were like 16 years old, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get the Lord knows on this billboard. And he was like, for real? And I was like, yeah, I'm about to do that. So it was almost like a hood trophy, just doing it like right there too, like in the Northeast, you feel me? So it got extremely crazy, you know. I made a whole bunch of phone calls to like the billboard company. I'm going back and forth with them on negotiations, and at the time it was cheap. It wasn't that much. It was only like 800 or like 1,200 bucks. I remember it was like somewhere around there. I had the billboard coming up in like 1 to 2 months, and what the cold part about it was is that I did not tell anybody, you feel me? I didn't tell anybody about it at all besides like my closest partners, like my clique, like my cousin Ram and my cousin Jay, because I just wanted it to be a big surprise. So I'll never forget when the dude Riley, that's the dude that was helping me out on this whole entire journey when it came to get into billboard and stuff, he literally called me the morning that it was going up, and he was like, bro, they put it up. I drive down there to go see it, and I just remember just sitting in my car just staring at it for like an hour and a half. And I was just like so ecstatic. And then when I posted it, and I obviously had my photographer at the time come down there and take a picture of it, and if y'all don't know who he is, he's the greatest in the world. His name is Versace Van London. Y'all need to go check him out. But he goes by Martin Van London now, but y'all definitely need to go check him out. He's helped me out a ton, and especially in the past when I was coming up.
I'm so sick of looking at these YouTube videos, guru after clothing brand guru, and they're giving me just conventional bullshit advice. Chris, what's wrong? I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to scale up my brand and nobody over here can help me. Well, I was on TikTok earlier and I came across this Prince Machiavelli dude. Really? Who is he? Yeah, I think if you just type in Chris Williams clothing brand on YouTube, his channel should pop up. Oh shit. Not just only that, he has a program that helps out a ton of people. Look at this girl's brand called Chosen 111 Clothing. Yeah, he literally took her from Uber Eats. Within 1 year, now she's making $50,000 a month with her brand. Check out these testimonials that she did for him over their journey together. Yeah, if you want to start a brand or if you want to scale your brand, I highly advise you click the link below in the description to get on a call with Chris and his team to help take your brand to the next level. Yeah, I heard that they only taking on 5 more people available in Q1 of 2025. Well, leave my room so I can hurry up and sign the hell up. Click the link below.
So he goes over there and takes the picture of it. I just wanted to present it in a very well format on like my Instagram and stuff. So when he took the picture of it, he couldn't even believe it. He was like, damn, bro, you really doing your thing, like being in the game for only like 3 years. And I was like, I know, right? Like the shit is crazy. So when it went up, like the feeling that I had was just like an amazing feeling. And the best part about it is that it was a marketing genius act that I did, because at the time Snapchat was like a pretty big like platform and a pretty big app where like people obviously like record their shit for like 20-30 seconds and then you can share it to all your friends on there. So when it went up on my Instagram, everybody that followed me that was from Portland, they wanted to see it like with their own 2 eyes, obviously. So it almost became like this amusement thing of people driving to the Shell station right there in front of the billboard and like just sitting there taking pictures and taking videos of it and stuff. And what happened was that it just started to gain traction because people posting it on Facebook, people posting it on Snapchat, people posting it on their Instagram. And obviously these are all people that are in Portland that are taking pictures of all of it. So they go down there, let's just say you one person, but you got 100 people following you. As soon as you post it, probably 20% of the people that are following you that fuck with the brand, now they going over there to take pictures of it. So it really built out my buzz on like a local level, and it like helped me out a ton, you know what I'm saying? Because it was one of those things where I didn't know the power of it, but it was like the best thing that I could have done, just to like not shit on other brands, but kind of bully other brands. Like, this is what we did first, and I did it the best, being the first person to do it. And anybody that tries to come second to doing it, you basically just riding on my pole, you feel me? It helped me out in like a lot of different ways because it built so much buzz, and all these girls and my homeboys and all my acquaintances and my peers, like everybody is literally running down there to go take pictures and stuff when it comes to like the brand. And that was like a very special moment for me. So for you out there that's watching this and you trying to get some type of inspiration when it comes to marketing your brand and doing dope shit, kind of look at what everybody else is doing and be like, what can I do that's different than what everybody else is doing? And at that time, nobody was ever thinking about getting a billboard like that, especially where I'm from, in the hood. On top of that, what I did was I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna let motherfuckers know where I'm from, put it right there on MLK, Northeast Portland to be exact. And it was almost like a hood trophy. And on top of that, I just didn't get it done once. I got it done the second time because right when my son was born, I was coming up on my 5-year anniversary. So it was like almost a surreal special moment of me holding my newborn son. And I got all these infamous pictures with him behind the billboard and stuff like that. And that was like a dope time because right when I got his portrait tattooed on my arm, literally I put the Lord knows onesie on him and we ran to the billboard, and I'm holding him over my shoulders and we taking all of these dope photos and stuff. And it's crazy to think that was already like 5-6 years ago, because my son's about to be 6 years old literally within the next 13 to 14 days. Time goes by fast, but if you get any type of inspiration from this story at all, it's just look at what everybody else is doing and kind of do the opposite, because let's just be real, like majority of people are imbeciles, like they are brain rot and they're trying to figure it out. So rather than being on this hamster wheel with them, this is guerrilla marketing 101 of like really coming back down to the ground and then going to get the billboard done. Now, I'm not saying to do that right now if you in the mud or in the trenches with your brand, because like I said, I waited 3 years, damn near 4 years, until I had actual profitability and stuff to actually do something like this. But once I got the momentum going, it was all she wrote. But if you need any help with your brand, click the link below. But with that being said, click right here, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Bye.